everyone, my name is Maggie Kinnear and I started my company 2True Headbands in 2011. Growing up, I was always a serial entrepreneur. I was always coming up with crazy business ideas, most of which did not succeed. But in 2011, when I was 13 years old, I opened a shop on Etsy.com, which is an online e-commerce platform specifically for handmade items. Since that point, 2True Headbands has surpassed $80,000 in revenue, and I know that it can only continue to grow. So now you know a tiny bit about my background, but I'd like to ask you guys a couple questions if it's all right. First off, how many of you have ever had a bad hair day? By show of hands. I know me too. Second, how many of you have ever tried to wear a headband and found that it either started to slide within the first few minutes or became increasingly more and more uncomfortable as the day went on? Lastly, how many of you have ever thought to yourself for any reason, I just can't wear headbands? All right, as you can see by the number of hands in the room, these are clearly common problems. At 13 years old, I was experiencing these problems myself and noticing other women experiencing them as well. Having entrepreneurial aspirations and sewing know-how, I set out to create a comfortable and stylish solution, and 2True Headbands was born. Currently, you can find 2True Headbands online on Etsy.com and at craft shows around the Midwest during the summer. I make all headbands out of my college apartment and ship them from there too. And I currently offer two primary styles of headband. The first one of these is the yoga headband, as you can see behind me. This headband is my personal favorite and current bestseller. It's made from a special blend of rayon fabric to ensure that it is slip-proof, super comfortable, and also sweat absorbent. This headband I find is most popular with active women and also busy college students who need a quick solution on the go. This second style is my tie headband, and that's what I'm currently wearing. This headband is super versatile. You can, as you can see, I have the ends tucked in. Otherwise, you can wear them out. You can wear it as a hair scarf. It's the perfect accessory for turning a bad hair day into a good one, and also just complementing any outfit. Currently, my headbands retail for $12 a piece. As you can see behind me, I have the cost breakdown. My profit margins are approximately 78.1% of that $12, and it also takes me about 5 minutes to make each headband. The largest portion of my expenses comes from cost of goods sold at around 12%, and then fees to use Etsy as a platform and also get into craft shows come in at approximately 5%, and then that other category is made up from just like marketing materials, a little bit of advertising that I've done in the past, gas money to craft shows, etc. So behind me you can see my forecasted revenues and expenses for the next 3 years. I gathered this data by looking at past data from the past 8 years, as well as attempting to predict the outcomes of a newly implemented marketing plan. 2014 was my best year to date. I brought in $16,000 of revenue that year. Last year I came just about $200 short of that number. The primary difference between these 2 years was that in 2014, 80% of my revenue was generated from online sales, while last year 80% came from craft shows. This year, I have a goal to maintain those good craft show sales from last year, while also growing my online business back to the place that I know it can be. And I'm actually well on my way. This year, compared to last year at the same time, my sales are up 241%. So moving forward, I have lofty goals and high expectations for my business. I really want to increase revenues by 400% by the end of 2020, as well as increase my social media marketing. I know that in this day and age, especially with my target market, I need to have a strong brand image on social media, especially Instagram. So I really want to work on creating value-added content and also start doing influencer marketing, things like that, which is what I would use the prize money for if I was to be awarded anything today. Lastly, I want to start to give back. I have an organization that I work with that I'm really passionate about called Global Hope International. I actually went to Kenya with them in 2016, and their mission is to provide citizens of third world countries with the resources to start businesses themselves, since business is something that I'm really passionate about. So from childhood dream to fully functioning business, 2True Headbands has definitely come a long way in the past 8 years, but I know with your help, it can grow even further. Thank you for your time.